foot. You just can't go crazy. Alright, ready? What's up, guys? It's Friday. You know what that means. Another wing review. Where did we go this time, Victor?
Yeah, this time we went to Harper's Pub out in Clementon, New Jersey.
There you go, Clementon. So, if you haven't noticed already, Kyle's out. He's got the stomach bug. So, we threw in the replacement, Victor.
Hey.
Yep, and there we go. Got that out of the way. So, we went to Harper's Pub. What wing did we try?
We tried the Raun sauce.
The Raun sauce. We weren't sure how to pronounce it exactly.
Yeah.
They don't give you details on how to pronounce it, but you just guess. It's the Raun sauce. It's mixed with barbecue sauce, and they're hot and honey.
Yeah, I believe so.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I believe so.
So, I mean, we wanted to try it. It was the only one on there that had, like, its own name. So we were like, I guess we got to go with that one. So we did...
We also did the habanero barbecue.
Yeah.
Aside from that.
Mm-hmm. So they had... the way you could do it is you could get 12 wings for $9, or you can get 24 wings for whatever it was.
25 for 50, right?
Yeah, it was 24... It was 12, 24, 50. But the 24 wings worked out to $8.50 for 12 if you split it in half. And then... since there was 4 of us, if you split it, we ended up paying $8 for 12 wings. So easily, hands down, best price we've ever spent on wings. So they have that going for them. With that being said, we weren't really expecting much out of the wing. How are you? What did you think about the wings?
Personally, I thought the wings, they were a bit small, actually. I really found that biting into it, I could get through it in 2 bites.
Yeah, they were super, super small. So, that begs the question of if they were worth it. So, you know, I had them. I was torn on this, but the conclusion I came to is they're a perfectly balanced wing. So, you know, you pay a cheap price, but you get a really small wing. These were like the same size as about cinder bars. I would say maybe a little smaller than cinder bars.
Definitely.
So, like, they weren't the smallest wings we've ever seen, but they were like really, really small. Among the smallest wings we've ever seen.
One thing I noted is if the wings were slightly larger, I wouldn't have mind getting a little bit less wings for the buck.
Mm-hmm.
That was
paying a little more for a little bit. But that being said, too, the sauce that we got, like the sauces that we got, so the habanero barbecue and the Raun sauce, so they were both really good. But the initial wings, I had something save my review. So, you know, the first few wings that we've had, they were kind of like, I don't want to say flavorless, but they were lacking flavor. And then once when we got to the bottom of the container that you guys saw in the intro, they're covered in sauce. So I got like 3 that weren't covered in sauce, 3 that were covered in sauce, and it made a huge difference. When they're covered in sauce, you get a lot more flavor and it tastes a lot better. The sauce is definitely like underrated.
That may also be why our scores slightly differ a little, because I had 5 of the top layered wings, and then I only got to dunk really one of them in the sauce. And that final one was actually much better than the previous ones I had eaten. Yeah.
So it made a big difference, and it depends on how many you got to eat like that to where it skewed your score. So to me, I think I gave the highest score. I gave a 7.5. And then Victor, what did you give?
I gave a 7.29.
7.29. He went 2 decimal places.
Oh yeah.
And then I think Eric gave a 6.9, and then Greg gave a 6.1. To be fair, though, Greg had these, I think, hours later. So they were sitting in the fridge. They were a little cold. I wanted to tell him, be generous because they are cold and you're not getting them fresh. And he gave the 6.1. So, yeah, with that being said, overall score, bang, right behind us. You get to see that. Or if it's not up there, it's a 6.9 because I don't know what we're going to do with the graphics team now. But, yeah, either way, yeah, anything else you wanted to say about the place? What did you think about the atmosphere?
It was a bit shady, to be honest with you.
Shady. Well, we went in the middle of the day, and it was 12 o'clock.
It was
there
about
was
12
2
o'clock.
people that we saw there.
Well, one was the barmaid.
And the other one seemed like he worked there.
Yeah.
So it was a ghost town in there. And then she referenced, because we called ahead just to see, like, to make sure you can split the wings, because sometimes you can't. Like, if you get 50, you have to do all 50 of one sauce, and we don't like that. So I called a couple of times, and she was like, oh, you're the one that's calling, like, a bunch of times. So on top of that, there was no phone calls being rung in. All of this was very alarming before we actually tried the wing. So it was interesting. It was an interesting experience.
On the car ride home, I was a little hesitant. I was like, I really want to try these wings after coming back from this location.
Yeah.
But in the end, they were pretty decent. I would definitely go back.
Yeah. So with that being said, where are we going next week? Let's find out.